Good morning, everybody. How are you? Priestess Melissa here doing our Luv Thang Thursday reading. How are you? I hope you've had a good week so far. We are getting ready to end this week now. So what do you have planned for the weekend? And what is this love reading going to bring up for us today to help us to move forward in more healing ways, more balanced ways? Always wanting to have that in place, don't we? Well, thank you, Great One. We honor you so much. Please and thank you. Bring us the messages that are most needed today to help us to truly heal and truly be happy in our lives, Great One. What are the messages today? Honoring you, our ancestors, wayshowers, and guides. For the highest good of all, so it is, so it is, so it is. Hey, hey, what's going on? Lisa, oh my God, you're here. How are you? Anyway, I am off today, so that's why I'm on a little later. My apologies if you've been waiting for me. You know, there's no certain time for me to do these because anything can kind of be going on in the moment with me. I could be on call, I could be, you know, have other commitments that I have to take care of. So I always try to at least get on here at some point during the day and make sure that we get the reading out, because it seems like you know, a lot of you are really tapping into these messages lately, and I'm really glad for it. And I'm really glad that I'm able to bring through what is needed or what is being able to help you at this time, whether it be just something I say, but just really, you know, whatever helps you to be able to feel more balanced in your life and feel like you have that energy to be able to make that commitment to yourself. I really feel like that's what a lot of our energy is going towards today. Ooh, my goodness. So this is definitely about somebody who's in separation, or is, you know, thinking about making things, I really feel like it may not necessarily be that you've been totally disconnected in some cases, but it's almost like there's always this push and pull kind of energy. The reason I say that is because there are romantic feelings coming out here. So you definitely, you know, feel drawn to this person. You know, you feel connected in that romantic. So for you, it really feels like it is a deeper sense of things. And this person, it feels like, you know, wants to come back into the situation. But what's interesting I see about both of these cards is that, you know, he's behind her, not really necessarily there with her. Or maybe this is someone who always has to kind of come and go for whatever reason and can't be a constant part of your life. And maybe you're trying to figure out, you know, how to deal with this situation, you know, like, can you guys come together and really, you know, do so in a constant way, or, you know, in a real relationship. So interesting today. Yeah, let's read that real quick as far as the romantic feelings, and we'll see what that has to say for us. And then I'll pull some cards around this just to see what's been going on, what looks to be going on in the present, and maybe potentially what can happen in the future, you know, especially depending on the way that things are going, you know. All right, so the stirrings within your heart represent the song of romance calling to you. This card comes to you as guidance to follow the pathway of those feelings. Perhaps you have met someone who made your heart leap and you wondered whether to pursue him or not. Him or her, excuse me. Well, this card says that the answer is yes. Take action by flirting, asking the person out on a date, or making your feelings known. If you have recently been longing for more romance in your life, this card is a signal. Excuse me, let me make sure I'm on the right page. Yep. So this is a signal for you to take charge of making that happen. You can romance yourself, for example, by treating yourself to a luxurious massage or pedicure, buying yourself presents, or watching a romantic movie. You can also actively pursue and attract romance. First, affirm that it is already inside of you. A partner definitely brings these feelings to the surface. However, they were within you as a potential initially. The more you affirm, I am romantically loved, the more you attract this condition within yourself and through a relationship. So I feel like it's almost like, you know, we have to really treat ourselves like we would want a partner to treat us as well, or like we would treat a partner, you know, really fall in love with ourselves and treat ourselves well. And not necessarily be focused so much on receiving and giving per se as the only means of being able to tap into that energy, if you will. All right. So in some cases, you will receive this card as a signal that you are ready for a new relationship. It then guides you to take action, such as being aware of people you meet who may be potential partners, as well as frequenting places such as frequenting places where such potential partners may be. These would be locations or events associated with your hobbies or interests. Yeah, so I've always found that to be, you know, of good benefit too. Like there are different communities that you can connect to out there. I know Events and Adventures is like one of those big ones out here in the West, but it's kind of like, you know, you can essentially like start to connect with these groups and different things like that that have the same interest as you, whether it be painting, whether it be, you know, writing, whatever the case may be. And then this is where it's saying that you're more likely to find that type of partner that you're really looking for that's going to more resonate with you. So focus on those kind of areas if you are looking for a new partner. But if this is someone that it almost feels like maybe somebody that you either were with in the past is kind of how I'm feeling about this at the moment, or what's coming through. And maybe it never went necessarily, you know, all the way, if you will, or never got serious or something like that. And it feels like somebody wants to come around and try it again. That's really what I'm kind of feeling with this energy today. But let's get some messages around our Crystal Visions card, tarot cards, and see what is going to come out for us today with this romantic feeling. I mean, it's definitely like it feels good. This is what I'm sensing. You know, it's like checking all the boxes, you know, pushing all the buttons, the right buttons. But it's kind of like I feel this energy of trying to make sure that this is the right type of person to move forward with. The card is, you know, as far as romantic feelings goes, is saying yes, but maybe potentially, you know, you could be connecting with someone else right now, and you're not necessarily completely available to connect with that, you know, or to explore that. So what is the past energy around this reconciliation, these romantic feelings that want to come up for us today? All right. Yeah, very interesting. Ooh. Was this a bad past experience? Is this why we're maybe being a little cautious? Because if this is someone that, or maybe it isn't someone that's hurt you. Maybe it's someone that wanted to come in and bring you the truth about a situation. Maybe it's interesting because I almost feel like this is almost like a friend kind of energy that wants to try to make something more, or try to, I don't know, it's very interesting. But I feel like maybe this person has tried to be a friend to you, perhaps. Or maybe you've seen them as that type of person. Maybe that Ten of Swords in reverse is like, yeah, holding back. I feel like whatever this is, maybe you've held back from this person, or this person held back from you, either because of, you know, past hurts and remembering that, maybe not wanting to engage in anything like that. You know what I mean? Maybe feeling like that you were going to not feel safe with this person for some reason. If there was something that was off, it feels like. Interesting. There was some truth that was revealed for sure coming out here. The Queen of Swords, and then we have the Lovers. So it feels like some energy, or maybe there was somebody else involved at the time when this person was trying to connect with you, or another person came into the mix. Interesting. Yeah, somebody's intuition was off. Maybe this was something that you didn't see, but you learned about, and you don't want to have to deal with that again. This caused you to move into this single feeling energy. Definitely, you know, you're able to be abundant in this energy, it feels like, but your heart isn't happy. 9 of Cups in reverse. It feels like, you know, you're maybe abundant, you know, in that, or balanced, or at least stable in your life, if you will. But at the same time, not feeling, you know, that happiness and that lottery in love, in a sense. You know what I mean? Interesting. These 2 cards, or 3 cards, came out together. Wow. So Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Queen of Cups, and the Fool. So something definitely happened. There was definitely some heartbreak or something that happened around this situation, because it made you feel as though you didn't want to take another cycle with this person. You know what I mean? You felt like you needed to be focused on, you know, your own happiness, your own stability in your heart, if you will, and take, you know, move forward, if you will, take a new path. Because something was not right about this. It feels like perhaps somebody did cause some heartbreak, but this is definitely bringing you, maybe the person that you were dealing with, and now you're considering a different person to move forward to. Maybe this is a better person for you, is what this is saying, because the Ace of Pentacles came out behind that, and with the Emperor reverse. So maybe, you know, some person that is in your life presently, perhaps it's saying that, you know, there could be more potential with a future partner, or a different partner, or maybe somebody that wants to come back. It's very interesting. I'm just getting a lot of trying to balance everything out. Yeah, absolutely. It just feels like you feel confident in yourself, but maybe just not so confident in making a decision about this past person, perhaps. Really looking at things and trying to decide if it's the right path for you is really what I feel like. Doing a lot of contemplating, for sure, is what I'm sensing in this whole thing. This is the future energy. You know, still in that healing mode, still trying to balance things out. What else is there to say about all of this? I think I may try to clarify these as well, because it's very interesting. Yeah. You're moving forward in the right way. Whatever, when you choose, you know, what it is that makes you feel the most balanced in yourself, you know, doesn't cause you to have to constantly be in that defensive mode. You know what I mean? Move, you know, leave the situation if it makes you feel that way, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Because even if you care about a person, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best person for you. Even if you have history with them, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's the right person to move forward with. So you really are going to have to make the choice in all of this. But the 7 of Swords in reverse is saying that we're definitely needing to be aware of moving past any deceptive thoughts and you know, beliefs and attitudes or whatever about this situation that may be unfounded, may not be the right ones to hold. They may still be a lot of deception that you're dealing with potentially. So it may feel good in some ways, but there's still a lot coming out here that is making me feel like that it's still not really clear, you know, that this is the right person for you. And regardless of how things may look, you still have to make the decision at the end of the day, you know, what is truly going to be right for you. Let's see what the 10 of Swords in reverse is for this past energy. What is the 10 of Swords in reverse? I mean, regardless of, that's a lot of cards, regardless of how it may feel, there's still something that you're remembering. Yeah, the Empress. Whatever you left behind, it feels like that you did learn a lot from, you know, leaving this past person behind. It did allow you to step into your abundance by not choosing this person. And maybe that was a past decision that was made, again, that you chose not to move forward. Yeah, somebody holding back from a King of Wands in reverse, that always means that somebody, you know, is more or less being a player kind of energy, you know. Oh, absolutely. And Knight of Wands. Yeah. So this is the type of energy that you didn't want to deal with anymore. People that were just after you, you know, for sex or for those connections that really aren't of a great deal of value. So the Pentacles, you know, not feeling the value, holding back. So what fell on the floor was the Two of Wands. You had to make a decision based on what you were seeing here with the Queen of Swords and the Lovers. So again, some truth that caused you to have to really look at the situation, look at yourself, Gemini energy there with the Roman numeral 2 at the top, making a decision based on, again, some fast moving, you know, information that was coming in, maybe from this person, maybe trying to explain things, if you will, or help things to smooth it over, if you will. But it doesn't feel like you were buying it, really. So the Nine of Pentacles energy in the present, yeah, you saw that you were more abundant, it feels like, by moving forward on your own. But it still feels like that maybe you're still not feeling balanced like you should, again, with that. And I feel that that was because that Nine of... it was actually on the bottom when the Nine of Pentacles came out, but the Nine of Cups in reverse. So again, not feeling that balance, you know, within yourself, that masculine, feminine aspect, maybe the masculine aspect with, you know, having the stability is in place, but yeah, still not feeling good about all of the choices out there to connect with. It's like you still feel more abundant on your own. It feels like, based on the choices that are available for you. It's almost like, why waste your energy? You could waste it on way more better things. You know what I mean? All right, so the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, the Queen of Cups, and the Fool, which came out in the middle of the reading. So again, you know, like just needing to move forward perhaps from a cycle and understand your worth with that Queen of Cups. Yeah, again, it feels like there was just a lot of deception around whatever this connection was, you know, and that's what I feel like it's been the struggle here. Again, holding back, not feeling like this is something that feels safe to move forward with, you know what I mean? Okay, so Ace of Pentacles. Wow. This is kind of a heavy reading, isn't it? It's like, regardless of how it feels, you know, and how this person can make you feel, because they can tap into that, you know, it's like one of those people, again, that is able to, I'm trying to think of some of the sayings that they would say, you know, like, they really turn you on, I guess is the way to say it. So the Ten of Cups coming out with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you totally know what's going to bring you, you know, your happiness. And even if you're not with anybody, literally, you can be happy. You know, you can have everything, the home, you know, even if you don't have the person, there's still a way for you to be able to be happy in your life, because literally, like, nobody is, you know, worth making you feel this way. You know, you're always giving your best to somebody, and you're always, you know, you have a lot to offer, quite honestly, but this person is really not giving their all, is what I feel in this situation. And it doesn't matter, like, all of this, you know, it almost feels like love bombing, if you will. That's exactly what it feels like. Somebody who just wants to come in and make you feel good, but they're not really giving you that commitment that you deserve. That's exactly what it feels like. They're not giving you everything that you deserve, the world. Temperance. Check your PM when you... Okay, definitely. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is an interesting reading today for sure. I think a lot of us can resonate with this, with maybe having those, even if it's just very subtle at this point, but you still have those thoughts perhaps about a certain someone in particular that you just kind of always wonder, because you never really got the closure on it. You just had this situation happen, and it's kind of like it was just kind of left, And this person probably knows that you care about them and that you would like to have this deeper connection with them, but it just doesn't feel like that they're giving their all. It's, you know, they're there for, again, that Knight of Cups is what I feel with this romantic feelings card. But the reconciliation is like, again, he's not totally in the forefront. He's behind her in both of those cards. So again, it's like he's not really completely there. Temperance for the future. What is this showing us? Uh-oh, too many. But the main ones that I'm seeing are Wheel of Fortune and Devil in reverse. Those were the main cards that I was seeing that I really honed in on. So definitely not wanting to go round and round with this energy, you know what I mean, is really what I'm feeling. But it's taking a lot to really balance it out and really let it go completely, and just kind of say, you know, there's no chance of this ever happening again. It is what it is. It was what it was, you know, kind of thing. And we have to just kind of deal with our, yeah, absolutely, our feelings, tame the beast. This is really what we're dealing with right now, is taming that desire to perhaps secretly to go back and be with somebody, but we know what this is going to lead to. Yeah, unfortunate events, you know, unfortunate chain of events. We know where it has gone before and probably where it's going to go again, especially if this person is acting the same. And you feel and you know in your heart that they're really not there to offer that commitment. All right, the Chariot. What is the Chariot? Ooh, way too many cards. You see these cards flying at me, right? Okay, come on now. The Chariot. Somebody has got some very, I mean, maybe you've spoken your piece to this person too. I almost feel like just a lot of frustrating energy coming forward, especially just like in shuffling the cards. They feel like there's a lot that wants to be said, maybe a lot that hasn't been said that you want to say. Yeah, because moving forward with this person, you know, or if you're not moving forward in the divine way, just saying, if you're not moving forward on your path, if you will, you're not going to be moving forward abundantly. And this person has shown you, you know, that by moving forward with them, this is what I see. You're constantly dealing with this devil energy and this energy that you're not, you know, ever being able to have more once again. You know what I mean? Page of Wands, because this person is always acting in that immature energy. So regardless of how much passion you may even have, you know, to want to move forward with them, unfortunately, there's still nothing of any value, it feels, to be able to gain with this, unfortunately. Yep, just dealing with the Page. That's all they have to offer, huh? Seven of Swords in reverse. And that was the Tower. Yep. Absolutely. You know exactly what you've been dealing with. The Moon and the Four of Cups in reverse on the bottom. You're done. Just over. You know, this sitting back perhaps and waiting to really see this person come forward in a balanced way themselves. And the Tower is saying, this is what you need to walk away from, essentially. This any kind of deceptive energy coming from anyone or even yourself that is going to constantly put you in these situations that are going to end, basically, and not, you know, go past any kind. Like, I've not even seen the Emperor energy out here at all, except for, I think, on the bottom of one of the cards. But and the King was in reverse. So I mean, it's like this person, if there is a person in the picture, or again, trying to come back into the picture, they're just resonating in the same energy is what I'm feeling. So it's time to stop procrastinating. Your current obligations and responsibilities can no longer be put off. Chop, chop. It is time to buckle down and do the work. So, you know, getting into your work, getting into something of value that can really bring some stability in your life. Hey, Selena, great to see you. Thanks so much for joining. Putting that energy towards something else that can really bring more stability and balance into your life. And this Nine of Pentacles energy, and starting to really have that mind frame of I am worthy of romantic love, right? And things of that nature, and really starting to see yourself that way, really loving yourself more, especially, you know, to make these tough choices that are going to truly bring more abundance into our lives. It's hard to say no sometimes to those things that we know we should say no to, but we're constantly going to be in this moon energy that's really standing out to me, with it being on the bottom of the deck in the one and in the middle on the other. You have to be aware of what you have dealt with and stop dealing with those things. Stop waiting for this person to change, perhaps. It's not going to happen, is what it feels like. All right, so the resolution and abundance you seek requires action, so ignore any naysaying voices and believe in yourself. You can do this. Yes, procrastination often comes from the fear that you can't. You will be so relieved and proud when this is behind you, right? So love yourself first. Really look at this situation. Don't ignore what you've been seeing. Yeah, maybe this person wants to come back. Yeah, maybe they can evoke those feelings, but they're still not willing to be committed, is what I'm seeing. At the end of this, when you stick to your goal, it says you did it. Hooray! Success is here or just around the corner. You have worked hard and your efforts are paying off. Congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Like maybe if you have said no to this person, but you've just been like, was that the right move? You know, did I do the right thing? This is saying you have, you know, and you're actually going to overtake this mountain that's before you, if you will, and put your flagpole in the top and say, I did it. I actually moved forward past this relationship that I knew that was not going to bring me anything more. And I was actually victorious, more victorious as a result. So congratulate yourself and truly savor your fantastic victory. Just remember that success comes in cycles. So we can't be at the top of our game 24/7. So like, take your time and pull back when you need to, when your energy is low and things of that nature. And don't go into these connections when your energy is low either. Really know who you are and where you are, right? Feel confident and know that you can attract someone who is worthy of you, is really the best way to say that. All right, so know where you are in this journey. You did it before and you will do it again and again. Right? You're always going to be successful as long as you never give up. You are going to reach your mountaintop, and everything that's good is going to come to you as long as you love yourself. Be romantic with yourself, you know? Just hug yourself. It feels really good actually to hug yourself. But look in a mirror, tell yourself that you love yourself and that you are much more worthy of someone who is going to treat you not only romantically, but is truly going to be there for you, be able to add to your life and build with you. And you're going to be so happy when you accomplished your goal, when you did it and you didn't give up, right? You'll be so happy when this is all behind you and you're in that awesome relationship that you've been envisioning. It's all coming. Just keep holding that vision and keep holding your vision towards the future and what is coming for you and not the past. Let it go. All right. Love you so much and have a beautiful day. Mwah. Bye-bye.